And welcome back to another episode of the Two Hoodies Podcast. I'm T Money.
I think I already told you this before. I still need to take a shit.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
You didn't fucking go before we just
No,
said...
I took a shit, and then I came back here, and then I went to take another shit.
So wait a minute. Are you just like... half...
I just have to take a shit.
No, we can't know. First of all...
I'm gonna go.
No, you're not.
I
Second
gotta
of
go.
all, this is bullshit because you're basically rubbing it in my face. Not literally. That would be disgusting and unsanitary.
And it can be arranged.
But you're rubbing in my face that you can shit multiple times in a 5-minute span and I can't shit at all.
I wouldn't call it a skill or a talent.
Well, it's unfair and it's rude.
Oh, it's rude. I'm sorry
Yeah.
you can't shit.
Yeah. No, my stomach is still fucked up. And matter of fact, I have to play with my shit now because I'm supposed to be collecting stool samples over the next 3 days. And now I can't shit at all, of course. I don't know if I'm shy now or what happened, but
You're poop shy. That's so
I'm
cute.
like, I got the glove ready to go with the little kit and the vials. I told my roommate, like, hey, don't go in the fridge. Don't go in the freezer. If you
'Cause
see
that's where
something
my poop
bagged
is.
up, exactly.
Right there.
See next to your dinner, that's my shit right there. So don't touch it. Yeah. So, well, fuck you then for having to shit.
You want me to let you borrow some of mine?
No.
I don't know if I flushed, by the way.
You're disgusting.
I forgot.
You're a disgusting
I'm not
human
sure.
being. And you're not even kidding. You literally did shit before this, and you're saying you have to do it again.
Twice, yeah. Like, I have to legitimately shit.
Okay, you're disgusting. Anyways, welcome back to the Two Hoodies Podcast, a podcast where two dumb guys give dumb answers to life's greatest questions.
Hi, I'm Rick.
Yes, finally, we found out who you were. You have 4 Bud Lights, so you're really getting wild tonight, son. Look at that.
They're the tiny ones, so
Wow, that's
I'm
what
not,
she said.
I wouldn't be too impressed.
Okay, well, anyways, let's see. What's new here? I just got back from Tallahassee. That was interesting.
How was it?
Lots of COVID. Not really.
Lots
but
of COVID?
Yeah, nobody was really wearing a mask per se. Like at this brunch I went to, I was wearing a mask, but not a whole lot of other people were. So that was interesting. Some people didn't even like allow me to see them because they were like, yeah, I've seen you've been out and you're not coming near me. So I was like, damn, that sucks. But I understand, you got to take care of yourself. But Tallahassee was whatever. I visited my old stomping grounds for homecoming. I realized that I'm old, Rick. I'm really fucking old. Like, holy shit, man.
How'd you figure that one out?
Just so many different ways. It was unbelievable. But I would say there were a lot of funny moments to basically justify me traveling up there. So, and it's nice to get, out of my surroundings and just do something new. I see, what you've been up to is collecting some hardware.
What do you mean hardware?
What do I mean?
What do you mean hardware?
What do I mean is...
What do you mean hardware? Oh my fucking god.
Let me just grab this hardware right here. This is a horseshit participation trophy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now, if I'm to understand this correctly, this trophy was given to you by a young lady.
I fucking earned it.
Or maybe not a young lady.
I
Just
fucking earned
kidding,
it.
you're young. This was given to you by a woman that you beat in Connect 4, Rick? Am I to understand that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, so, and then she just had this ready to go.
I think she was preparing for me to lose, so she bought this in advance.
Right.
And
To give to herself.
To give to me when I lose.
Oh, but then you ended up winning.
I ended up winning.
Right. So
In a ferocious manner.
So wait a
was
minute.
not even close.
So you guys like discussed well in advance that you would be playing Connect 4.
Yes.
As you do,
These are just one of those things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, along those same lines, I'm just somebody had a question, and usually I would probably put it in the lightning round, but I'll just work it in here since,
Yep.
we're already on the topic. Somebody wants to know, does Rick's new girlfriend believe that sex is important in the relationship? Rick, do you have an answer for that? Anything you'd like to say about that?
Chris Barr, you piece of shit.
Oh, wow.
You piece of fucking shit.
First of all, man.
Oh.
Whoa. Who said Chris Barr submitted this question?
It's Chris Barr.
We don't know that.
I know for a fact it's Chris Barr.
Well, first of all, you're giving out his full government name on the podcast right now.
Yeah, he's not in fucking jail or anything, okay?
Not yet. You don't know. Down the line.
You know what the problem is? His Instagram handle is actually Chris fucking Barr. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm not throwing like secrets or anything out of the public.
No, his full name is his Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he's got another thing that's like Chris motherfucking Barr or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that it's him, but does she believe that sex is important in the relationship, or is there anything about that question you want to comment on, or?
Okay, there's a few things I'd like to comment.
Okay, go ahead.
You sweaty little fucks.
Okay.
You silly little bitch.
Jesus Christ. Okay, go ahead.
I think that would be a yes.
Okay.
I believe that would be a yes. As I recall, it would be a yes.
Yeah, okay.
That
What's
she
number
believes
2?
that sex is important in the relationship. Number 2 is she's not my girlfriend.
Okay, I would have thought that would have been number 1, but okay, yeah.
Well, no, I answered the question.
Okay, yeah.
I answered the question.
Well, you pump faked me a little bit, and relax, because you're talking loud in the mic there. Goddamn, getting a little ornery.
It's just a little aggravating.
Okay, so yeah, of course he's teasing you. She's not your girlfriend yet. And she believes that sex is important in the relationship, and you, of course, do not necessarily think it's that important. So that's interesting. Anyways, let's
just move on.
Let's keep going.
Good idea.
Speaking of women and Rick, I hear an Instagram model has reached out to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She I commented on one of her photos where she was looking very attractive.
Right.
And then we just had a back and forth.
Right.
And then she, I could say, slid into my DMs.
Okay.
And she asked, the first thing she asked, as everybody else does, how do you know Drake?
Will you eat my ass?
How does Drake follow you?
Shit,
No,
okay.
not that.
Yeah.
Not that. That's personal.
Which is what? How do you know Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck do you know Drake, right?
Right. And I've answered this question so many times, so I'm not going to bother explaining it because fuck you.
Right.
But I explained to her how.
Because you're both Jewish. That's not why. Anyways, keep going.
And she said, let's trade accounts. Let's trade Instagram accounts.
Mm-hmm. Right, because she wants to talk to Drake.
Yeah, of course.
Because she thinks that your DM is just full of Drake messages like,
"Love you, Rick,"
like that.
I can't reveal that information. Very personal.
Oh, you
stuff.
don't know? Okay, so
we don't leak DMs.
So
here.
he wants to. She wants to trade Instagrams with you for access to Drake or whatever.
Correct.
Or whatever. She's just being whatever funny.
Yeah.
And so then how did you respond? Probably really stupidly, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I gave her the whole like, well, I gotta speak with the board of fundees here, and then I sent her a picture of a board meeting going on.
Right.
And
as you would.
Yeah, of course. And according to the board, they've agreed that it would not be in my best interest to give away such an account as mine, and that I double checked it with the analysts.
And then
I sent her a picture of analysts.
Oh my God.
And then I think I sent her a picture of Carlton.
Yes.
From
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. I don't know where that one came from, gonna be honest with you.
And you just sent her a picture of Carlton.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm assuming that she definitely responded. Because who wouldn't respond to that? Right? Did she respond? No,
she
wow,
did not respond.
Not even with the pictures, not even with the visual aid.
I made it very easy.
Wow.
But
I once slid into a girl's DM with pictures. I was just sending her pictures of like a water slide under construction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, oh, my bad. She was confused. She sent a bunch of question marks. I was like, oh, sorry, I just had to build a slide so I could slide in your DMs. It was a nice little icebreaker. It worked. So anyway, so you were talking to an Instagram model today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Well, just keeping that in mind, right? Keeping in mind what we just talked about before that.
Yeah.
So your little girlfriend submitted a question. Does jealousy have value in driving us to improve, or is it a purely negative emotion? And Rick's like, I fucking hate this.
I don't like this anymore.
I don't. I want to quit.
I don't want to do this anymore.
No, but seriously, let's get back to it. Obviously, we have a couple questions to get to, and then our lightning round.
Fantastic.
And then one more question. That's how this works. So, The first question: does jealousy have value in driving us to improve, or is it a purely negative emotion? And this does come from your friend, and I think it's a really good question, a really great one. Mm-hmm. Do you have an opinion on this? Or do you need to think about it?
I don't know if I need to think about it. I think jealousy is a negative thing.
You think it's purely negative?
Because jealousy doesn't really drive anybody, does it? I mean,
well,
we're talking about just jealousy itself. Like, I'm jealous of you. That doesn't really...
Well,
I'm sure there's another word for it. There's a different word for it. I don't think it's jealousy, though. I don't think jealousy can solely drive somebody.
Right. I agree with that. I think the word that you're probably thinking of is envy. Envious, right?
Sure.
Now, there's a difference, though, between jealousy and envy, right? Jealousy is... Both of them, deal with being covetous, right? Like, I covet that. But jealousy can also mean, and a lot of times does mean, kind of possessively, like, suspicious in a way. Like, a jealous husband, right? They're like, oh, this is my wife. Like, don't talk to my wife. Like, it's very possessive like that.
Sure.
Whereas envious is more so like longing for things that you might have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I honestly think the better term for this question would be envy, because jealousy...
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, jealousy definitely, I think, is more of a negative thing, because of the fact that it does kind of mean like being covetous of something, like, oh, I'm jealous of that, right? Mm-hmm. But then it also has that other connotation of being like, like, oh, this is mine, or like, are you going to take my shit type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, what, are you jealous? Like, what? Like, right. You jealous that I was hanging out with your wife, or whatever the case, or hanging out with your girlfriend?
That I was fucking your wife?
Right.
What's
you're
such
wrong
a pussy,
with you?
bro. What's going on?
Right. So, yeah, I think jealousy is more of a negative thing, but envy... I think that, what doesn't the Bible say not to envy or something like that?
The Bible says a lot of things.
Well, and that's true, and it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, this is the fucking rule of the land per se, or how you should live your life. But most people try to live their life that way. But in a way, I would say that envy could be a somewhat positive thing, because it could maybe drive you. Now, is that the best thing to drive you and to give you ambition or something like that, or inspiration? No, you should probably come from a more, I guess, positive space. Like, hey, this person has this, and I am inspired by them, and I want to be as accomplished as them.
Right. That makes more sense, to be inspired, to want to push to have something like that, not to be like, fuck, I'm so jealous of you. I'm so envious of what you have. Like, I want to be you.
Like, I want that. Like, again, it's a slippery slope, because, again, it could be one of those things of, hey, you have a really great family life, and it's like, wow, I really want that. And that's okay to want that. It's okay to desire things, right, that maybe you see out there that other people have, but not when it becomes like an obsession, or if it's coming from a more negative space of like, you're really changing who you are and the way you act in order to obtain said thing,
Right.
that's where it becomes a little bit problematic. So, again, I think a little bit of envy is not terrible. If it's driving you to accomplish a goal that is something that you want, that's all right. But it's probably better if you're coming from more of a place of like, hey, I'm rooting you on. Like, hey, hell yeah, you have that. That's great. And I want that too, and I'm going to get it. Envy kind of implies that you're kind of almost upset that the other person has it and you don't. Instead of like happy that they have it and hopeful that you could also have it. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I think that that's a really good question, first of all. Because sometimes these negative emotions, they can, in moderation, they can be all right. Do you agree with that?
I can't disagree.
Right? And jealousy, that's just a totally different thing. Like, being jealous is probably never a good thing, honestly. Just because it has that double meaning to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, basically, don't be jealous that Rick talked to an Instagram model today. Oh,
Love you, Rick.
anyways, Rick,
Yeah.
that was question 1. How we doing so far?
I actually am on the brink of shitting my pants right now.
You are on the brink of shitting your pants. Is that because of your sphincter, or is that because of the fact that we're tearing you a new asshole? Get it? Get it? Which one is it?
Both.
Okay, both. Nice. Okay, well, let's move on to question 2. Ready? I also like this question.
Great.
Would you rather have a 9 to 5 making $150,000 with benefits, or would you rather work for yourself making $80,000?
I'd rather work for myself.
You'd rather work for yourself.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Be on my own time, making 80,000?
Right.
Yeah, sounds great.
Right.
More freedom? That sounds fantastic.
More time for you to lay in the bed
Lay in the bed and do what?
and sleep. Right? Because we know
Yeah, I
he
guess
loves
fucking so. I'd like my my
time
beauty
to
rest.
More time to
Clearly,
sleep.
I need it.
More time to just be a sloth. Is that what you want, Rick?
It's also a sin.
How are you going to make $80K if you're always sleeping, Rick? Can you tell me that? Riddle me that. That's my question.
They didn't say how. They did. Hold on. They did not say how.
OnlyFans? Is it back to the streaming? Are you doing...
Oh, I'm still streaming.
You're getting naked on what's it called?
Twitch?
Yeah.
No, there's no naked on Twitch.
No. There's
Alright, but-
wait. There's none.
Hold on. But
Right.
I think I've told you this before. On Twitch, girls have started doing hot tub streams.
Yeah, I would like to get involved in this. I would like to.
You want to be
invest.
the one in the hot tub.
No, I want to invest in them. I want to basically have a young lady that works for me.
Yes.
I'll buy the hot tub and the bikinis, and she just has to show up and get on camera
And just read chat.
and just read Shakespeare. Ladies, if you're listening to this and you want to be involved in hot tub chat and make money on Twitch, you can make some serious coin.
The issue
I will
with everything
supply
you're
everything.
saying is that you are dead ass.
Oh, I'm totally dead ass.
Yeah, dead ass.
If a hot girl hit me up and was like, "Hey, I will totally do that." Like, I get to chill in a hot tub that you're providing, and you'll buy me new bikinis, and I just have to sit in it and be hot. Dude, I will seriously do it. Anyways, people don't believe me though. They don't believe me. Anyways, 95 making $150,000 with benefits. Yeah, not fucking interested in 9 to 5. No.
None of the least.
Don't like being told what to do.
Clearly.
Right? Don't want to do shit that is on your time, right? Like, 9 to 5? No. What if I want to work 1 to midnight?
You could.
Right? And that might be more hours. But guess what? If I'm working for myself, then I go at my own pace. I get to decide what I do. I feel better about my work. I probably feel like it has more purpose than probably any kind of 9-to-5 job. I don't need this security blanket, right? I mean, everybody needs it at some point in their lives, right, as a jumping off point. But once you get in a position where you are able to maybe give yourself this other life, the 80,000, and working for yourself, then dude, to me the choice is clear. Like I wanna be in charge. Like you said, like what the fuck? My own time. Nah, man. But I know that there are people out there that will choose the other option, Rick.
They probably would, and for a few reasons. One, they're dumb.
They're pussy.
Pussy boys.
They're
pussy boy. Little pussy boy.
Yes.
I don't know why. I don't know why that would be an option to anybody.
Yeah. Well, because you know why? Because of fear. Because
They like structure.
they like
They like
structure.
the safety net of it.
Our whole lives are structured. The whole fucking society is structured, right?
Sure.
You go to school, right? Kindergarten, then you go to first grade, you get to fifth grade, and then you're like, now what? Now you middle school, right? And then you, oh, now what? I'm at 8th grade. High school, now what? You're supposed to go to college, son. Go to college. You go to college, you get an internship, right? You get a fucking job, and you're always in this little structure. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that, Rick. I say fuck it. What do you say?
Fuck it, man.
Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And I wish I could be one of those people that'll be making $80,000 a year.
But instead, you're making $150,000 a year,
I don't think that's true at all.
working a 9-to-5.
That's not what I'm doing right now. But
No?
okay.
What are you doing?
I'm making far less than that.
You're working a 1-to-9, making $20 a year.
I don't think I'm making $20 a year, bud.
Yeah, 17 cents an hour.
I don't think.
What's that add up to? 1 penny an hour? So are you telling me that right now, if I offered you both of those positions, right? Right now, you would take the 80,000.
If you were offering me, no, it would defeat the purpose if you were offering me anything.
Wait, so basically for $80,000, you'd quit your job.
Yeah.
So if I just gave you $80,000, you'd quit your job.
Yeah. This man pulled out fucking $80.
What if I just pulled out like straight like stack of cash and I was like, "Here's 80 grand, bro. You gotta quit." Have you ever seen? No, you know who did that? Mr. Beast did that.
He always does that.
Mr. Beast went into this like muscle maker grill or some shit like that, and he went up to the girl and was like, "I'll give you." Was it? No, wait, it wasn't $1 million.
No.
It was some absurd like $100,000, I think, to quit your job.
Yeah.
This girl said no. I was so shocked. She was saying something about her boss would be mad. And she's like, wait, Mr. Beast was like, wait, where's your boss? And so the boss came over and the boss was like, oh, I would take it. Like, you dummy.
It's
What's
either
wrong with
loyalty
you?
or fear. The fear that the
Dude.
money's fake, or the loyalty like you just love your boss that much.
No, it's the fear of like going out on your own and then like not having the structure.
I'm sure she was not thinking about that at the time. It's like,
Oh my God, what about the structure?
No, you want to know what it is, Rick? It's this, right?
Yes, tell me.
If I give the normal Joe Schmo $80,000 to say, look, will you quit your job for $80,000? A lot of people might say no because you want to know what? They don't know what to do with $80,000.
I know exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do with $80,000.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a bunch of Pokemon cards.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Well,
of doing.
actually, what would you do with $80,000?
We got a whole business in mind, man.
Oh, so you would put all of it into that,
I would invest most of it into that.
and the rest into Pokemon cards,
The rest into paying bills.
paying bills.
Yeah, which is very insignificant. So I'd still have plenty of money to
You
go.
you owe money to people?
I don't know.
Name Bill? What's wrong with you?
Please kill me.
You know what time it is, Rick?
I don't want to know what time it is.
Oh my god,
Lightning,
lightning,
holy
my
shit.
asshole, what the
What the fuck?
Lightning.
Oh God, lightning!
Lightning.
Please, Dad.
Lightning.
It's a lightning round, Rick.
God, you look fat in your camera.
Are you? Do I? I probably do because I'm so full of shit.
I'm kidding.
I'm so full of shit. My eyes are brown. Shout out to my mom for that one. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've never watched the podcast before, which if you haven't, fuck you, mom. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's a joke. She's watched
Whoa.
in the past.
Oh my god.
Okay, so if you've never watched, this is the lightning round where we are supposed to answer questions rapid fire, but we never do. So
You're not wrong.
let's go with the first question of the lightning round.
Yeah, lightning.
What's the meaning behind existence? Quickly,
Nothing.
quickly.
There's no meaning. We're just
First
here.
of all, Danielle, why do you keep posing these really dark and usually, I would say, long-winded answer questions? Like that, we can't answer that quickly, and we're not going to put it as a regular question because we don't want to talk about the meaning of existence on this show. We don't know. Do we look like we know the meaning of existence?
I mean, you didn't even ask me.
I mean, look at us.
Oh, okay. Well,
I did ask you, and you said, nothing.
I mean, it is nothing. We're just here. We just happen to be here. There's no meaning to anything. We're just here on this fucking rock. You and me and everybody fucking else.
Can we smoke it?
I mean, I think we could.
Smoke the rock?
Please don't.
Smoking rocks?
We're not doing this joke. We're not doing this bit.
What do you mean?
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
No. Why would I? No.
Okay.
It's pineapple pizza. Come on, dude. Oh my God, Rick, you're gonna have to fucking take that out. Jesus Christ.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, speaking of pineapple pizza, if pineapple on pizza doesn't belong, does Ricky belong on the podcast?
No, get me out of here. I gotta take a shit.
Jesus Christ. I agree. Get him out of here. Fuck. All right, next. Any more tissue scraps hanging out of Rick's pants?
More than you know. You want to check it out for yourself? Go to my OnlyFans at www.onlyfans.com/suckmydick.
Rick.
Yes.
Suck my dick, Rick. No tissue scraps hanging out of his pants, but soon come, my friend, based on the way he keeps talking about having to shit. What's a juicy story about your job?
What did you say about the Jews?
Don't talk about them on this podcast. I'm just kidding. What's a juicy story about your job?
None that I could share over a podcast.
What the fuck are you talking about? Don't be a pussy.
There's no.
Doesn't have to be this fuck ass job that you have. I mean, I love that job.
You want to go again?
No, a juicy story about my job. Okay, we got to answer this quickly.
You getting fired from your fucking job?
No, I have so many stories. I'm not gonna go with my last job. I'm gonna go with my job before that.
Enterprise.
Way to fucking tell everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I had a married woman suck my dick after work
Really?
in the car with the child seat in the back. And she
Wait.
took her wedding
hold on.
her wedding ring off her finger
Really?
to grab my penis.
Wait, hold on. I just want to know: were you sitting in the child seat while she was?
Yes, I was in the child seat. Absolutely.
I
Rick.
believe it. I believe it 100%.
Yep.
I just.
Well, Rick, I'm not going to ride in the car and get the risk of being pulled over if I'm not strapped into the proper seat.
You're just looking at this woman like, bitch, are you going to strap me in or what?
Like, what the hell?
I fucking can't.
And then she took me to McDonald's and got me a Happy Meal. No, all right. Any juicy stories of your job?
I don't have anything interesting. I'm not.
Did you ever hook up with any of your coworkers or anything like that? No? Okay, moving on.
We're not doing this. We're
okay.
not doing this.
How's Taylor's love life
Too
going?
soon. It's too soon.
How's Taylor's love life going?
It's the same.
Come on, Rick, quick.
How's Taylor's love life doing? The same as his shit life. Fucking.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
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 There's no love unless we're talking about my love of money. Yeah, baby. Give me that green. That's about it. But no, you know what? I'll tell you how my love life is going. I only love two things right now: money and
Love you, Rick.
There you go.
It's me. He loved me.
All
That's
right.
great. I'll take that.
No, that's not true. I love a lot of people in my
You
life,
fuck.
but no special ladies. Not like Rick, Rick's a whole different story. Okay, is it still a train if she didn't consent?
That's a weird fucking question.
What the fuck? No, it's not a train if she didn't consent. That's called gang rape. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that's funny to you? Are you laughing at gang rape, Rick?
I didn't laugh.
You're gonna get canceled, bro.
I spat out my beer.
Ew, you're disgusting.
You want to lick it off for me?
Yeah, so if you're gonna run a train, guys, make sure that they consent.
You want an Eiffel Tower?
Do I want an Eiffel Tower? I already told you. When in France, no, it's when in Rome. Do as the Romans do. But when in France, Eiffel Tower.
Okay, just want to make sure.
When in, Rick's room, Eiffel Tower. We need
You
that.
could be next.
We need the knock knock, bitch. No, we're not
Exactly.
bringing that back. But we need the connecting piece. Now, actually, that might be weird. I don't know if I want to see you, look at you while I'm
You know what? You know
erect.
what?
Remember how I said I wouldn't take Blue Chew around you? That's the same type of thing. I don't
We
know.
should take Blue Chew
No,
at
not-
the same fucking time.
no.
Why not?
No.
Just let's
I'm
take.
no.
Let's 1, 2, 3. Take.
I
Blue
think that
Chew.
we should vlog our individual experiences with it.
No, I
And
think
by
we should-
that, I mean film us ourselves
we
having
should-
sex with somebody.
I think we should do it together at the same time. Walk through Miami Beach with these massive erections.
What
Just
makes,
two dudes with
first
massive
of all-
massive
First
erections.
of all, what makes you think that my erection would be massive, Rick? I'm just kidding.
I'm just trying to be a good friend here,
Thanks,
man. I'm
man.
only giving
Thanks,
you.
pal.
I'm
No.
trying to give you something, man.
So here we go. When should you disclose to a new partner that you're infertile?
Why are you looking at me?
I mean, you haven't told her yet? No, I'm just kidding.
How do you
I'm
just-
not. No, I am. When should you disclose to a new partner that you're infertile? I would say there's two answers to this. If you're a good person, you let them know very soon. You let them know really early on, like, hey, just in case you're trying to have children, like if it's a serious relationship, then yeah. Now, if you're a manipulative person, then you wait until they're in love with you, and then you tell them.
We're saying infertile, the inability to give birth.
That's what that means, yes.
I just want to make sure.
Okay.
You're a fucking liar.
Who's a liar?
Whoever's infertile is a liar.
What? What are you
A
talking about?
liar.
What? What is he?
Liar.
No, they're not.
They're
Why
lying.
they're not lying unless they
They're
lie
lying.
about it.
They're lying about it.
Being infertile does not make you a liar. It's not like infertile is a synonym for being a liar. What are
Liar.
you talking about?
Taylor, I'm going to tell you something. You know, the people close to you, they want to have sex with you, okay?
Huh?
And they'll do anything to get to your money, all right?
What
and
are
I'm,
you talking about?
And I
You think
will be-
wait? You think a woman submitted this question? I'm confused.
Taylor, whatever way you swing, okay? I'm here to protect you at all costs.
Oh my god!
If they're looking for your money, you get out of there.
You're
dude.
not making any sense. Do you have an answer for this person?
Yes, they came out of the trees.
You're not. That doesn't make any fucking sense. All right, we're moving on. This is the lightning round. We don't have time for your act. Okay, if a hobby makes you money, is it still a hobby?
You're looking at me again.
Yeah, because you're supposed to answer the fucking questions.
Oh right,
dipshit.
this is our podcast.
Yeah, god damn it.
Is it a hobby if you're making money off of it? If you call it a hobby, then it's a hobby. I don't see any.
So just because you call something by a certain name, that's what it is at all times?
If you're making money by it, great. It's like somebody who's doing stocks. It's like, oh yeah, I do a little stocks on the side, little hobby.
Okay.
You're making money.
But what if you're making loads of money from it? Does
Then-
it cease to be a hobby and become a job at that
Sure,
point?
but it depends on how much you're making from that job.
So that's your answer.
It's
then.
dependent on how much you're making,
So it depends on how much money that this hobby is bringing in.
of course.
Because one could say, "Oh, golf is just my hobby," but then it's like, dude, you're Tiger Woods. What do you mean? It's your job.
It's like
I don't know.
It's like if you win a golf tournament and you get money out of that, like your first time, you don't say, "Oh, well, I guess this is my job now."
Well, I think a hobby implies that you don't spend a significant portion of time on it, right? That's the implication by the word hobby, in my opinion. And so then I wouldn't think a hobby is at any point not a hobby, even if it makes you significant amounts of money. If I make a significant amount of money doing my hobby in a short amount of time, then that's just a very lucrative hobby. That's my answer for this person. Okay, moving on.
Sure.
If you move into a bad neighborhood, should you try to improve it or be bad right along with them so that you don't stand out? Good question.
If you're living in a bad neighborhood,
Right.
should you improve it or join in on the fun?
Right. Well, not exactly. Should you try to improve it
Should you-
or be bad so that you don't stand out? So kind of just blending in.
Isn't that just the toughest fucking question sometimes?
What?
With any sort of like neighborhood?
To be... What? Is that a tough question with any...
It's a tough
Wait.
question to answer.
I don't know. Should I be like just a fuckboy in the neighborhood or should I be a good neighbor? That's a...
No,
this is something
you're
that-
saying fuck boy, but I'm talking about like what degree of like
Oh,
what
you
kind
don't
of
wanna-
neighborhood are we talking
Okay,
about?
so you don't want to be a narc, basically. Like, you don't want to be the guy that's, like, trying to clean up the neighborhood and then everybody hates you because you're disturbing the way of life here.
Right.
Like, that's not how we do shit over here. Like, this neighborhood is...
Like they just dump you into a fucking neighborhood and you're like, well, nope, I think I'm gonna fix things. Let's open the neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna look at you like,
Right.
you need to go.
Right. Like, you need to go. You're fucking... Yeah. No, yeah.
You're not invited to the barbecue, is what I'm saying.
Right. You're not invited to fucking anything.
Right.
You're not invited to any community events because you're a narc.
I guess it's like being that person that calls the police because somebody's doing fireworks on their street.
Right.
During the 4th of July.
Right. Or they're, 18, 17, 16-year-olds and they're partying at the pool in the community late after hours. Wait, you've done that. Haven't you? Haven't you like been at a pool after hours in a community when you weren't supposed to be there?
I have. You
Right.
you remember that story?
Right. And drinking Fireball or some shit?
A lot of it, excessive amounts.
Right. So in that instance, you were joining in on the fun of shenanigans. In the
Nobody
neighborhood.
batted an eye except for one person.
Somebody in the neighborhood.
Correct.
So, and then you said, fuck that person.
That's right.
But now let's say you're a little bit older now and you have a family and you're living in that same neighborhood. Would you give a fuck or would you just be like, kids? Hypocrite.
I didn't say anything. You can't call me a hypocrite. I didn't say anything.
Hypocrite.
You still can't call me a hypocrite because I didn't say anything.
Hypocrite.
You can't call me a hypocrite because I can't answer that.
You can't answer it?
Hold on one second.
Love you, Rick.
Oh, he's got the fucking COVID.
I'm dying. Note to self: don't slurp beer like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can't answer that.
Why?
It's different. It's different strokes for different folks.
Wait, hold on. So wait a minute. You're telling me that you can act like a little fucker,
Yeah.
but when you're older and now I live in the neighborhood and now it's different?
Yeah, it's different. Let
Because
me do what
it's
the fuck
other
I want.
it's other people having fun?
That's right.
You're fucked up, man.
I still said I can't give you an answer.
You're fucked up.
So you can't tell me
man.
I'm fucked up. You can't tell me I'm fucked up or a hypocrite because I didn't give you an answer.
You're fucked up, man. You're fucked up,
teary-eyed.
man. All right, anyways, moving on. Oh, wait, did I answer that question? No, I
I
didn't.
hate you.
My answer is probably I would just blend in. Fuck it. Unless it's, like, dangerous. Then I'd probably
Like a
just...
fucking crime syndicate.
Yeah, I would just fucking move. All right, is a guy gay if his name is Rick? Yes. No. Is a guy gay if he experimented with a guy but didn't like it?
No.
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 You saying that based on personal experience?
No. I'm not saying that. Not saying that.
You said yes?
I'm saying no.
No. You saying they're not gay, they experimented with a guy but didn't like it.
Correct.
So basically what you're saying by that is that having the thought or being open to fuck with a dude is not gay.
It's not gay.
Really?
It's not gay.
So being open to that is not gay.
You ever give a hand job to the homie? It's not gay.
Wait. Wait a minute. Wait. Pause. Back the fuck up. What? What did you just say?
You go
Hand job to the homie? Is that a thing?
homie hand jobs.
No.
No,
No.
you don't like frat life. It's like, hey buddy,
No,
can you give me the hand job while I'm playing pong?
No.
The homie hand job.
No,
Wow.
no, sir.
You're not a very good fraternity brother there, bud.
No, sir.
You are not a good brother at all.
Oh, you fucking call me whatever you want. Shit. No, see, this is an interesting question because I have the same answer as you in the beginning, which is I don't think necessarily the dude is gay because he establishes that he does not like it. So he's like, okay, I don't like that. That's not my thing. I'm not into that. But then my follow-up question raises an interesting point. If you have consideration to try it, that to me is a little sus. That's a little bit like, to me, I don't know too many straight dudes who are considering that. Like, yeah, I'm open to try it. Like, I'll never forget Rodney Carrington, this comedian, is like, that's not something you try. Like, it's not like ketchup. Like, oh, I don't like it. Like, you know? So, I don't really know how
Fascinating way to put it.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that one. You know, because it's a bit of a tough, like, the act of considering it is kind of, that's a little bit suspect to me. But then if you determine afterwards that you didn't like it, how can I logically say that you're gay? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out right now.
No, get the fuck away from me. Okay.
Homie hand jobs.
Listen, along those same lines, steak
Yes.
or pork?
Steak.
What kind of meat do you prefer? Yeah, steak all the way,
Steak,
dude.
absolutely 100%.
How do you like it? Tube steak, right? Nah, man. I would say filet, medium. You like medium rare, don't you? You probably like rare.
I like rare.
Fucking weirdo.
How am I weird?
Shut the fuck up. All right.
What?
Who is the catch, women or men? I think that
Whoever you're trying to cheer up.
I think that depends on if you're who you want to experiment with. No, I'm just kidding. Who's the catch, women or men? Whoever you want to cheer up.
Whoever you want to cheer up after their disappointing breakup is the catch. You're a catch, honey. You'll find another one.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So whoever you're trying to encourage, they're a catch.
They're the catch. Exactly.
First of all, I'm confused by this question. Like, what do you mean? Who is the catch, women or men? Like, do you understand what this person's trying to say?
not entirely. That's why I'm like,
Well, you want to know who submitted this question?
who?
Your friend,
Love you, Rick.
David, who is the voice behind that popular
love you,
button.
David.
Yeah. Say it again. No.
I love you, David.
Oh, that was fucking weird.
You did not expect that one, did you?
I did not. That was fucking strange.
Homie handjobs.
Never do that again. No, stop saying that. Who's the catch, women or men? I don't really get the question. Like, what do you mean? Who's the catch? I mean, depends. Like,
Would you consider yourself a catch?
do I consider myself a catch?
Yes.
How could I not? Right?
Have you seen me?
No, that's not what I mean by that. But it's, if I don't think I'm a catch, then I'm never gonna be shit in life. Like, what the fuck? I hope so.
Can't
or
take a
else,
shit either.
why the fuck? Right? I'm not gonna be shit. I can't take a shit. But you know what I mean? Like, if I don't think of myself as a viable option for a relationship, then I might as well just not even fucking try at all. Like, what the fuck am I out here doing? Well, I'm not really trying to be in a relationship right now, but I'm just saying in general, like, I'm working to build a better life for myself. And, you know, that should be the point when you enter in a relationship, is when you've got shit going for yourself. So I I fucking hope I'm a fucking catch, man.
You're a catch, buddy.
Now what?
Everything's gonna be all right, honey. You'll find another one.
It's just kind of like to what degree, right?
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so it just depends. Like I don't think you can say, well, yeah, men are the catch or women are the catch. Like, I don't understand. Do you understand?
I think it's the same thing as saying that somebody's, oh, you're a queen or a king. Shit like that. I don't get.
What? Wait, but how is that the same? Like, what would be the question that he's asking is what I'm trying to determine here. Like,
exactly. I don't really get the
like,
question, but it's
who's
it's
a
the same
king?
thing when you refer to somebody as a king or a queen. It's like I don't get it.
Like, who's better? Like, who's better? Like, who's more valuable in a relationship or something?
Like when I guess it's was it determining somebody's value, calling them things like, oh, you're a catch, you know, you're one of a kind, you're special, all that bullshit.
Yeah, but that's my thing. That's why I don't get it. Like, couldn't anybody? I mean, I don't think it's
Like everybody's unique in their own fucking way,
right.
You know,
like
you're a catch, I'm a catch. Like, I don't get the question.
You're a catch. Rick's like,
at this point, I'm a pineapple fucking pizza.
Rick's like, fuck you, you motherfucker. Oprah's a catch, right?
She could be.
What do you mean she could be? She is, dude.
You're right.
She's
one of a kind.
She's got mad money. She's successful.
Yeah.
Come on,
but
dude.
she doesn't have to be successful to be a catch.
She doesn't?
No.
What makes a catch?
Exactly. Who the fuck knows?
What makes a catch?
Who knows?
What do you mean, who knows?
Who knows?
What does it mean to you?
How do you define a catch?
What is it? I'm asking you. How do you define a catch? What does it mean to you?
I think it's like a fucking endearing word you say to somebody who needs it.
No, not what does it mean. I'm like, what attributes make up a catch for you?
I don't know.
Are you like
whatever people want to hear?
Well, you just said that you don't think necessarily success has to be one of those things.
No, it doesn't. It could be.
So what
could be
makes
anything.
a catch? What makes someone a catch? You're like, oh, she's a catch.
I don't have a straight definition.
You don't have preferences?
I don't have anything. I don't
You
like
have
anybody.
to. You have to have preferences, Rick. You have to.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't have preferences.
Yes, you do, bitch. Are you worried about making your girlfriend jealous? No, I'm just kidding. We're going back to question one.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh my God, I'm single. Is she a catch? No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna get into that. All right, here we go. Continuing on with the lightning round. Do you think an apology is always needed, or do actions outweigh apologies?
I mean, it depends if you're talking to a fucking infant.
What? What? You
like
talking to an infant?
Okay.
You want to be in a relationship with infants?
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you if you're expecting an apology from somebody, from a grown ass person, you expect them to do it without words but with action. If you
Wait, what? Without words?
No words, just actions. Like, you know. Am
Okay,
I losing you with the same fucking question?
No. I'm gonna let you continue on, but I disagree so far. Keep going.
You disagree?
Yeah,
You're just fine with just simple "I'm sorry"?
No, you're not getting what I'm about to say because you don't know what I'm gonna say. But
So-
I'll say it. But I'm gonna wait for you to finish.
No, my point was,
No, homie handjob. I'm gonna wait for you to finish. No, I'm just kidding.
homie.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Rick.
I've lost fucking track because I have the mind of a fucking infant.
Of an infant. That's why you fuck with them?
But that's what I'd expect from like an infant. Like, I'd be fine if like a child did something wrong, and all I get is an apology from them.
Sorry.
That's adorable. I'll fucking take that. But you expect an apology from a grown person is not only, you know, saying "thawi" because that'd be fucking weird. Sorry.
Yeah.
It would be, you know, what they do after that.
Okay. So, what if they never say sorry? And they only just say provide actions?
Okay.
That's fine with you.
Not really.
Well, that's kind of why I said I disagree, because you kind of implied in my eyes that and you actually said it. You said you get the actions without the the actual verbal part. You kind of said something to that effect, which is why I was like, wait a minute, what?
Oh, now you're just nitpicking at what I'm saying.
Well,
I feel like you get what
yeah.
I'm saying, but you're just nitpicking.
I don't. I'm trying to figure it out.
You're nitpicking at this little fucking thing I did not mention. We're on the same page.
I don't think we're on the same page.
We're on the same page. You're just
Are
poking
we
at something.
Are we on the same page?
I feel like we are.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, then you tell me, and I'll be like, yes, no. Let me know.
Will you give me an apology?
No,
If we're-
I won't. I'll show you by action. Homie hand job.
No, please don't. Yeah, I would say you can provide actions, but I think there is an element to the verbal part of it, to like hearing it said, like, yeah, I'm sorry, right? Like, it's almost like how they have that meme about how moms apologize is that they just cook you dinner, right? They won't like actually say sorry. They'll just be like, dinner's ready, like that kind of shit.
I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
Mm-mm.
But I think it's important for the verbal part of it to hear that confirmation of, hey, I was wrong, and I want to let you know I was wrong, because that's a part of communication. Sure, the actions are nice, and that it's very important, but I think that verbal element is just as important. I would like you to, yes, show me that you're sorry, like with your actions, but I also need you to say it out loud to me. Not for like my own personal satisfaction, like, yeah, bitch, but just so that there's that reinforcement from the verbal standpoint, and it's adding on to that communication, which is imperative for a successful relationship. So, but then, I think about the part of, does there have to be actions always? Can't you accept an apology, a verbal apology, if someone is sincere? What do you, like, do they always have to make up for it, per se?
No.
No.
It could be something simple. It could be a simple mistake. Be like, oh, sorry about that.
Right. So they don't. Well, I
like
guess
if I pull one of your leg hairs out.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the action? I'm gonna just fucking stick it back in there.
Glue it back on. No.
Minor things. Sorry, I pulled your leg hair.
Right.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know what came over me. Won't do it again, man.
Probably me after the homie hand job. No, I'm just kidding.
Homie hand job.
So hashtag homie hand job. No.
That's the episode name. Homie hand job.
No fucking
hand
way.
job with the homies.
No way. So yeah, I guess I see, like, let's say you did something fucked up. Yeah, because see, some people apologize just with actions, right? Like, let's say you did something fucked up, right? Like pulled out my leg hairs or whatever, and then I'm angry, and then your way of like having a peace offering
is a homie hand job.
Is not a homie hand job. Is like, let's just say you bring me some snacks from the kitchen and a beer, and you just put it down. You're like, here you go.
Like
that's kind of like your peace offering. That's kind of like a way of saying sorry, but it would also be nice to be like, sorry, I pulled your leg hairs, by the way. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could.
I don't know.
I don't.
That example.
I could probably accept just the action and understand it for what it is, but I think it's important for people to do both.
Sure,
know?
That's fair.
Yeah, I really do. Anyways, that's the end of the lightning round.
Thank God.
And now we're on to our final question of the podcast.
What is the final
Rick?
question of the podcast?
All right, are you ready?
No, I'm not.
Drum roll. Just kidding, we don't have a button for that. We should get a drum roll button.
We really shouldn't.
All right, anyways, we do have this button.
Love you, Rick.
Okay. You just get...
Thank you, David.
You just... Does that do something for you every time you hear that?
Homie hand job.
No. Okay, speaking of homie hand jobs.
Great.
Do you think society has gone soft?
Yes.
After the hand job, of course.
Yes.
Do you think society has gone soft?
Yes.
Well, this isn't the lightning round anymore, Rick, so you're going to have to give some more explanation on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I do.
Ah, perfect. Okay, and that's it, guys. No.
Do I believe society has gone or is going soft? I do. With a lot of things happening in our current climate, not literal climate, shut
Global
the fuck
warming?
up. Yeah, see, there we go. Very predictable. Go fuck yourself. Comedy's not the same anymore.
Oh, so now we're talking specifically about comedy.
Yeah, I would like the example to be comedy.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I'll give you an example. Have you ever played Call of Duty or Halo?
No.
You're a fucking weirdo, and we're ending the podcast right here.
No.
Well, you would know that those lobbies are very toxic. All right?
Those lobbies are toxic,
Yes. Why are you such a fucking weirdo
Okay.
that doesn't play video games?
much like a emergency clinic. Those lobbies are toxic. Coronavirus.
Like, you know what I'm saying.
Keep going. I really don't. I don't play your fucking nerd games, man. What do you mean by that? They're
You
toxic.
Have you never played Halo?
No.
Have you never had an Xbox in your room, put on the little fucking headset with your little squeaker voice, and you're like,
Hey guys, have you had any homie hand jobs lately?
No, I wasn't rich, Rick.
what is rich about a fucking...
We played kick the can down the road, okay?
and
We would eat SpaghettiOs, and then we would take the can and kick it down the road, and that was the game.
would you spice, like, what's going on, man? Are you okay?
No,
You're not okay.
no.
What do you want to talk about? Don't give me that. Then I'll start crying.
I've gone soft because of the homie hand job. No, I'm just kidding. No. So explain yourself.
Okay.
Your nerds get in the. Your nerds get in the chat.
No, hold on. It's not a me thing. It's anybody who's ever owned a video game console
Right.
in their life.
Right.
Let's say you remember the original Xbox.
No.
Why are
I'm
you
kidding.
so fucking deficit? Holy shit.
Go for it.
Okay, original Xbox, you're playing Halo, you go into one of those lobbies before the game starts,
Right.
and immediately somebody's throwing N-bombs, F-words, all of the above into your
Jesus
face
Christ.
with not a fuck given. All right? They wish
Wow.
that your family died in a hellfire and that you would have committed suicide years ago.
Yeah, this probably proves that you shouldn't be playing those games. But anyway, go ahead.
But the people who come out of that, you must admire, like me. Admire me.
I admire the people that
Admire me for surviving such anguish.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, man, you have such thick skin.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My point is
On your penis. What?
My point is we're nowadays we're canceling anybody and everybody who was just saying any mean thing possible because it's not against the law to say something fucked up. Like, which country is it that if you misgender somebody, then you can go to jail or get a fine or something?
Really?
I believe it's either Canada or the UK. I don't recall.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so much sensitivity. Nothing's funny anymore. You can't even make a mistake anymore, or you're gonna be judged immensely and be canceled for it entirely.
Right.
Okay, so if you would have said the things that were once said on an Xbox Live lobby, you'd probably be dead by now in 2021.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think that some of those things that have been said in the past and some of the ways that we've acted in the past in society, do you think that some of those are kind of problematic and maybe should be looked at more under a lens?
Do you think that the things said and only said are problematic and not the actions?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, do you think that the sensitivity is in any way justified?
Do I think some of it is justified?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that come with action, the ones that people are coming... How would I word this?
Carefully.
I'm saying you are well within your right to be ignorant and say stupid things.
Yeah.
But the moment when you act on it, saying racist comments, being
Well, that's just saying stuff, though. You just said act on it.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Once you act on, your ignorance, like I'm gonna punch,
Oh, so speaking it is acting on it in a
No,
sense.
no, no.
is what you
Speaking on it, you could say whatever the fuck you want. It's the United States. Say whatever the fuck you want. Just don't do it in front of me because I don't want to hear it. But if you act on it, it's a different fucking story.
And by act on it, you mean like actual action.
Like actual, like let's just say
Right.
assault. Let's
Right.
just say graffitiing like a Nazi fucking symbol onto a wall.
Right,
Like,
right.
Those are things you don't fucking do.
Right. But if you yell "kill the Jews" on a fucking video game lobby, that's fine with you.
They have the right to say that.
Right.
They have the right to say that.
But is that fine with you?
I'm not.
Just trying to understand your hate of the Jews.
I
We
don't
talked
hate-
about this in past
I don't
episodes.
hate the Jews. I don't hate Jewish people. I don't hate the fucking Jews.
Are you sure?
No. No.
Are you sure?
No.
All right.
I'm not sure.
Are you
I'm
just
just
saying?
kidding.
Are you saying that because your boss is Jewish?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Okay.
I think people are well within their right to say what they want.
Right.
That's
So you think it should be a free for all with the speech. Just don't do anything stupid per se. Don't act on it. But let me ask you this.
Sure.
Don't you think that that kind of rhetoric can lead to ignorant actions? Right? If you hear something enough times, you might start to believe it, and then you might then act on it.
Do you believe every fucking anti-homosexual thing or racist thing somebody said to you?
First of all, I just want to point out that it's funny that we both still have like our blisters on our hand from
Yeah,
when
right,
we
you
were
saw that?
working on the swamp buggy last
It's,
weekend or whatever.
Want to compare blisters?
No,
don't think
man,
so.
that shit sucks. My hand was the size of a fucking hamburger helper hand. Okay, but anyways, back to the point. Do I believe the stuff?
Do you believe every anti-homosexual thing or racist thing
no,
said to you?
No, because I'm intelligent, but that doesn't mean that everyone's intelligent, right? And so some people are more impressionable and more ignorant than I am, and if they're hearing ignorant statements and they're repeating ignorant statements, they might then start to believe these ignorant statements as fact, and then that might lead to them acting on it. You see what I mean by that? So words have power. Yes, it's the United States of America, and you should be able to say whatever you want, but I don't think you should be able to say whatever you want all the time, to be honest. I think there should be some sort of a censor.
No, I don't think there should be any sort of censor. I think the people decide what needs to be censored. And that's kind of the
so
problem
then
at the
you
same
agree
time.
that
I
there
said it's
should-
kind of the problem at the same time.
Right.
Is that even if you say something questionable years fucking back, you're prosecuted for it now today. Like, I can't believe you said this 8 years ago. And that person has probably changed over time, haven't they?
So you're talking about self-moderation, basically, right? So in the concept of like a video game lobby, if I'm in there spouting off that, fuck the Jews or whatever because
Etc.
my
I
name
like
is
how that's
Ricardo.
your favorite example. And
No, because my name is Ricardo Falanga.
yeah,
So,
great.
I'm in there
Can
saying...
we bleep out my whole name? I feel like that's something we discussed, but, apparently we're going to just...
Okay, yeah, editor, bleep out his name.
That'd be great.
And anyways, so my name is Ricardo Falanga.
You
Oh,
keep
said it
saying it.
again. Bleep that out.
Please, actually.
Okay, so Ricardo Falanga is
You keep saying it all the fucking time. What is wrong with you?
he's in the chat or whatever. And yeah. And he's in there saying I hate Jews and everything. So now it's up to the group and community to decide, is this okay? Are we okay with this? And if not, then they censor him, but it shouldn't be up to outsiders to decide that.
But where does the line end, I guess?
But no, I'm asking you, is that what you're saying?
No, not entirely.
No.
Okay, because there are levels to it. There's so many levels to it because the people are well within their right to decide what is wrong and what is right. Okay, if I can say something racist in my home without any issues whatsoever, right?
Right.
I can go play a video game and say horrible things,
Right.
Right, with no issues whatsoever, right?
Right.
If I'm in public,
Right.
if I'm in public and I say horrible things, horrific things to people,
Right.
That's the line right there.
That's the line, because now you're in someone's actual life, basically.
That's when you are projecting to somebody, like, how would I word this? When you're going out of your way, when you're face to face with the person that you're spouting ignorance to, and you're saying "fuck you," blah 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 blah,
Right.
like terrible fucking things, then that's a fucking problem.
Okay, but here's my thing. My question, when I asked you about saying these things and having a platform to say them, don't you think that's wrong? If I'm in that video game lobby and I'm saying all this shit, ignorant shit, and there's some 13-year-old kid in that Halo lobby, and he's hearing me say this, and he's more impressionable, right? He's not a grown man. He's not probably capable of necessarily fully independent thought at this point. His brain's not fully developed. Don't you think that that's problematic?
Do I think it's
That
problematic?
he's in there hearing all this shit? Like, maybe he starts to think that's okay. You know what I mean?
You would think somebody who's 13 would know the difference, simple differences between right and wrong.
No.
You would assume that.
No, man.
How would you
supposed
not
to-
assume that?
Because how are you supposed to know what's right and wrong if your environment is the environment that we're just describing, right? It's a toxic environment. So you're like, wait, everybody in the thing says this, so that's okay. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of this story, and this is a little bit different. And it's kind of like a good example of how society's gone soft, but then also you got to pay attention to like and educate yourself and realize, you know, who you're around in this. But there's a football player that got in trouble recently because he tweeted something about these gooks, this, that, and the third.
You said
Right.
it, not me.
Right? So now, if you don't know, gook is a disparaging term for Asians, right?
Sure.
And this individual football player was from South Florida, I believe, and down here, that's more of a slang term to mean like a lame. Like, you're a gook, you're a lame, right? So, you know, he was getting all this big hubbub about it, and he just didn't even know. He was like, what? Like, we just say that, you know what I'm saying? So that's more of a cultural thing, right? I think, because it's more of like the culture of South Florida. They don't really know about the other term. That's their way they use that specific word. It has a different meaning.
Exceptions to it?
No, I'm not talking about exceptions. My point is, right? My point is that you look at that. He was involved in an environment where saying the word gook was okay. That's because it was prescribed a different meaning. Sure. But he's thinking that's okay. Now he's going out into the world with this thought, which is a bit of ignorance on his part to not know that gook has an offensive meaning. Now, let's say you take a 13-year-old kid in a lobby, and that, again, that was a little bit different situation because they had a whole different meaning for the word. But let's say he does know exactly what the words mean, but now he starts to think that's okay because his society, his culture, this gameplay society culture, is teaching him that it's okay to get on there and curse and drop the N-bombs, as you say, and all this other shit. He's thinking that's okay. But it's not okay, really, right? It's kind of profane behavior.
It is profane behavior.
Yeah. And so,
Nobody said it was okay.
well, in a way, I was asking you about it.
I didn't say it was okay.
I know you never said it was okay, but I asked you, like, do you think that
I said people can say those things. They're allowed to say those things.
they're allowed to? Yes, we've established that, but I'm asking you. Remember, the question was centered around.
The senator's
The question was centered around whether or not you feel that that's problematic, right? Do you think it's problematic that people can say whatever the fuck they want? I'm playing devil's advocate here because the end of the day, I do believe society has gone soft. Soft as fucking a baby's bottom, you know what I mean? But and especially within comedy and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there has to be some level of recognition for the fact that some of these things that we've traditionally accepted as okay really aren't okay, and that's fine that we are recognizing that. I think it's gone a bit overboard, and now everyone is just like victim blaming, like not victim blaming, but becoming a victim of, I was, and this person said this, and it's become a bit much. I think it's an overcorrection of a problem, but I think there is something to be said for the fact that, yeah, we did have some very problematic things that were happening, things that were being said that we were allowing to accept as normal, and now we're starting to kind of reverse that. So it's a slippery slope. And you know what's funny is I've talked about this with our producer, who I know you don't like because they're Jewish, but
Nobody said that. Nobody's saying that.
So
Fuck.
Rick hates the Jews.
No,
And,
that's not what I said at all. That is not true.
I'm just slipping that in there. But, you know, and we
Homie
talk about, you know, how Howard Stern
Yep.
had a whole segment where he was making fun of Ted Danson, who was at a roast with Whoopi Goldberg, his then girlfriend, and he was making fun of Whoopi, and he was saying some really racist shit. Now, obviously, Whoopi knew what was going to be said, and she was in on it, and all this stuff, and it was accepted back then, certain, you know, by some, but they kind of made a hubbub about it back then too. And then Howard Stern makes fun of Ted Danson doing this, right? And he goes on his show and pretends to be Ted Danson and has Sherman Helmsley play Whoopi Goldberg. And obviously Robin Quivers, his longtime co-host, is a black woman. She's there. And he's on there playing Ted Danson in this sketch. And he's saying the N-word and doing all this racist shit. And all of this was funny back then, right?
Sure.
But now you look at it and it's like cringe, right? It's cringeworthy. And that's what I mean is like, I don't think necessarily that we can just totally be like, oh, this is absurd the way everyone's acting. You know, I think it's an overcorrection, but at the same time, and I do believe that they've gone soft as a diaper, but there is something to be said for the fact that we've had a lot of problematic things that have occurred in society and in different parts, right? In fucking video game lobbies, in media, whatever, in comedy. And comedy's a little bit different because it's supposed to be funny, but that's what I just gave you was funny. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, you're like, not so funny anymore. Why is that? The attitudes are evolving in a way. Right?
Right.
So, I mean, do you understand what I mean by that?
Partly. I partly understand what you mean. It's just one of those things where I get where you're coming from, but it's kind of like it's not something you could really simplify. It's not something you could just simplify and be like wrong, right, wrong. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think you could go like a whole podcast talking about this, and we'd probably still wouldn't be able to come up with like an exact answer of how we'd go about it. Like, I don't know. This is a really long fucking question. This is not even a lightning round question. I already don't like the question.
No, it's not a lightning round question. This is the last question.
This is actually the least funniest podcast ever.
This is the least funniest podcast?
This was not humorous in the least.
The Two Hoodies podcast was the least
This
funniest?
was not funny at all.
Rick.
Love you, Rick.
I think you're wrong there, pal.
You don't think that that this podcast was fucking hilarious?
I think that we had a lot of humor at your expense. Maybe that's why you
at my expense.
And that's why you didn't like it so much.
At my expense.
Yes. And speaking of at your expense, Rick, we are approaching the end of the podcast, so I do want to present you with this award. Here you go.
Thanks.
You have received what is that called? The horseshit participation.
I believe it's called the I'm tired from work. Get the fuck out of my house.
The
Award.
horseshit participation trophy.
Yes.
There you are, my friend.
Great.
Congratulations on your
Put it-
win. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we go to break?
Suck my dick.
And a word from our sponsors.
There's no sponsors.
Anybody you would like to thank?
Germany.
Nobody? Whoa. See what I mean? He hates the Jews.
But it's a joke.
No. We got to play the music. Play him off. He's going too long with the speech.
What do you mean? What is happening?
All right. Anyways, if you're watching still at this point, Rick is shocked because he says this sucked. And
It's pretty
give us
shite.
a like and a follow,
It's pretty shite.
subscribe.
It's a subscription to my OnlyFans, please?
I've
Please?
been spending way too much money on OnlyFans.
Yo.
Okay, like, subscribe, comment. We love you. Send us questions. These questions you guys sent have been great. We love it.
I think that was a pretty shitty batch.
I thought it was a great batch. You're crazy.
Pretty shite.
All right, and we end every episode
With a homie hand job.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. We're going to do
definitely-
it.
we
Tradition. Let's
No, we
fucking go.
definitely do not. Get away from me. Okay, so we end every episode with a song you've probably never heard of before, but
Never heard of.
probably should. This is 1999 by Viceroy. Take it away.
Met her at the party, she looked like a diva. Shorty had the best smile. I said, nice to meet you.